Welcome to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright. This show is all about honoring you as a spiritual being having a human experience. You are here for a reason, and it's no mistake that you are here on Earth right now. Spirit has guided you to this very moment in time, so you could hear the messages Pam is about to share with you. She is a multidimensional healer, light language channel, transformation coach, wife, and mother, committed to helping you discover the tools and practices to empower you to live the best life you can. You get to choose the spirit path you take. You can connect to the spiritual guidance already all around you. Get ready to live a fully empowered life. This is the Empower Me Show. Back to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright. I'm your host, Pam Bright, and I am so glad that you're here. We are going to talk today about the full body system wellness, specifically the program that I created for you around full body system wellness. And today we're going to talk about phase 3 of the program, which is the integration week of the program. It is 21 days of the program. You can take as long as you want with the program, but we created it actually in 21 days, believe it or not. There's a lot of content, a lot to look forward to. But before we get started, I'd really like to ground us and get us centered into this space and time right now. So those of you who are driving, please just go ahead and listen. And just integrate as much as you can with what you're hearing. At another time, you might want to look at the video after you're done driving and be able to integrate through sight in whatever way that you can. Those of you who are in a place where you can take this grounding in and centering, go ahead and just close your eyes. Be here now with your breath and the inside of your heart. And really those two connect together to create an environment of health and well-being when you are able to disconnect from the outside world and really go within. So I'm going to use my little Tibetan bowl here for you. And we're just going to start with some nice deep breaths. And as you sit with this beautiful Tibetan bell, this sound resonates within your body. And allows you to experience the vibration within your cells, your muscle tissue, your bones, your brain, your skin, your very being. So now go ahead and just feel how that resonated within you. You can use any kind of sound to create this environment within you for stress relief, for balance, for being centered and connected to who you are within your whole body system. And as you do that, you connect yourself to the world around you. So I want you to go into the bottoms of your feet now, feeling that they are a portal that connects to the earth. The earth is alive. She is known as the mother, Gaia. The center of our beings connect to her. And so as you connect to your feet, feel that the energy within your body goes all the way down into the center of her. So imagine there's a golden cord that runs through you from the top of your head all the way down your body, and then down your legs into your feet. And as you connect into the core of the Mother Earth, you're feeling that energy go all the way into the center, connecting in with the fire, the warm fire of her belly. And as you connect to the fire of her belly, you're also connecting in with the core crystals, huge mammoth crystals that exist within her. They hold her in place so that she is able to connect with all human beings and all beings of light and love on this planet. Everything that breathes has life. The plant kingdom, the tree people, the crystal beings, the stone people, the sands of the earth, the waters, the animal kingdom, the human kingdom. We all have life within us. And as we connect to the Earth Mother, she gives us everything that we need in this moment to connect to who we are at the core of us. So now I'd like you to bring her energy up through your feet, connecting into your legs, bringing that energy up through your hips, into your torso, connecting your power center and your heart together. And then as you do that, you know that there is this beautiful pillar of light. Kind of looks like this. This is a selenite crystal, but imagine that this is connected to your spine. And this represents the pillar of light that connects to from the earth up through us human beings to our spines, and then the light expands out to include our entire bodies. And then that light goes all the way up through the top of our heads and connects us up like trees up to the sky, all of the sky beings, the cosmos, the star people, the sun and the moon, the planets, the Creator God itself. And as we feel that, we bring that energy all the way into the center of us now, between our heart and our solar plexus, to feel the energy that runs through us on a daily basis, connecting us heaven to earth. And I'm going to infuse all of that with some light language to really create a wonderful foundation for us today as we go through this process of learning about the third week of the Full Body System Wellness Program. Hela tatenda tetanda yetaye Ada kikare kumama ye. Ade adana ye kumanana. E unana mana yayana. E nana. E yana mama. All right, so go ahead and now open your eyes. Those of you who had your eyes closed, those of you who were just listening to this broadcast, go ahead and come back to this moment. Welcome back. So that is an example of some of the meditations that I do on a regular basis in my life, and one of them that you might encounter in the 21-day program of the full body wellness system. So what is this program that I'm talking about? Every month during this particular episode, I believe it's episode 3, actually it's episode 3 of the month, we talk about the full body system wellness. And the full body system wellness is really about integrating all of who we are. So when you think about your skeletal structure inside of your physical body, and you think of all of the things that are attached to your physical structure. So your bones are first, right? And with the bones, the muscles are attached to the bones. Ligaments help with the joints to be able to have our arms and our legs and our fingers and toes move. We have our brain inside of our heads, our cranium, wonderful cranium that holds the brain in place. We have our neck muscles that attach to the cranial center and the cranium. We have our heart that's inside of our lungs, right? We have the lungs that help us breathe. We have all of the abdomen, all the organs. We have all of the muscles that are in our legs and all of the ligaments that help our toes and our feet to walk. This is our physical makeup. We also have our beliefs, our emotions, and all of the different ways that we function as human beings, right? This is all of the different systems that work together as one. So that's what I want to talk to you more about when we come back from break. I'm going to talk to you more about what this program's about, give you a little bit more understanding of what's involved with it, and talk more about phase 3, which is the 3rd week of the program. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are listening to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright, and you're listening to Full Body System Wellness. What do I mean by that? Well, as I mentioned, I created a program called the Full Body System Wellness Program, and it originally started as a 21-day full body system wellness program. Now, if you took this program on in 21 days, you'd be very busy very quickly. The idea of the 21-day program is that it's been said that it takes 21 days to build a new habit. And the whole idea of this program is to teach you different ways to create new habits and practices in your life, because it is your life after all, right? So how do you do that? Especially if you've never taken on your life as a project. This is really a way for you to take on your life and your well-being as your own project for a time of your life. So if you were to take yourself on today, you could actually create a 21-day challenge for yourself. You could even take on 14 days if that seems too much, or maybe 7 days, right? 7 days where you do something different than you've ever done before. and you make it fun, you make it a challenge, right? So that's kind of the idea behind the 21-day full body system wellness program. Last year in 2020, when the world shut down and we all reclused and went inside and really had a chance to rediscover our lives in a new way, my husband and I created this program. And it really gives you an opportunity to face yourself head on. So the first week of the program, as I mentioned in the first section, I kind of broke down the whole idea of what I mean by full body system. We all have systems within systems within systems within systems that we work within, okay? So when you look at your whole body, your physical self as a human being, in the first week of the program, what I do is I talk about human problems. So what does that mean? Well, I'm sure that you have challenges in your life that you take on in one form or another, whether it be your physical health, money, society, dealing with the news, dealing with education, dealing with the religion, whatever it is, there are challenges to be taken care of for yourself if you're going to have a life that you enjoy, right? You can have a life of drudgery. That is also a choice, believe it or not. You can be a victim to the circumstances of your life, or you can really take the reins and become a victor, right? So what does that mean? Well, if you're a victor of your own life, then you are making your own decisions based on what you desire versus what society says that you need to be doing. And as I know, many of us are experiencing in this world right now, there's a lot of divide in the world when it comes to making choices. It's still up to you, whatever your choice is. So, as I said, in this first week of the program that I've created, you get to really assess, where are you? You take inventory of who you are, what you're doing, how you're affected by the world around you, and it gives you a basis for going into the second week. When I did the program and I created it, I had not yet put in any of the spiritual tools that I give you in week 2. So it was a little hard to look at a life where spirit was not involved, where I didn't have a connection with a God of my understanding. It might be this way for you when you first start. If you don't have a position of knowing that you are not alone in the world, then life can be a real challenge for you. So what would you do if you could, in the second week of the program, then be given tools for creating a connection with the God of your understanding? What would that be like for you? What would it look like? What would it smell like? How would you feel? So that's what we look at in the second phase of the program, right? So in order to do that, I've created many different videos for you to discover that. So don't have it with me. So my recollection of, I believe, the first 4 steps that I did is called the daily hookup. The daily hookup consists of connecting to your higher self. That's that part of you that is most connected to soul. Your soul is that eternal part of yourself that is infinite. It goes with you from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. This is not the only lifetime that you've had. Those of you who are watching, I know that you know that you have been here many, many times to this earth school. So as we connect to our soul is the most connected to the God source. So our soul can then connect to what I call the higher self. Okay. You can call it higher wisdom, higher mind. The great one in the sky is also called the creator. So imagine that there is a link between you, the human, your infinite soul that lives within you, your higher self, which is somewhere up here, and then the God source, which is a little bit higher. There is no higher or lower, but just for a little bit of understanding, it's that being that lives, like, created everything. If you think about the earth and all of it, its inhabitants, it's the thing that created everything. So the higher self is the go-between between you, human, that also deals with your beliefs and your ego and I want what I want when I want it person, right? And the spiritual self that can connect to the Godhead. Okay. Then the second part of the daily hookup is connecting to your spirit team. And there is a whole process of doing that. We all have spirit guides, teachers, and angels that walk with us all the time. And I have a process, I've been given a process for being able to connect with your team so that it then becomes a conscious connection. It's vital in this day and age, in 2021, that you become a conscious creator with your spirit team. And once you have your first spirit team, then you can get them to work on whatever platform you need in order to get the help that you need in any given situation. We then can work at specializing for different projects. You can ask for specialists to come in at different times. You can create added teams to go with that first team. So there's a whole process with that I can then work with you on as the days go on. The next thing we do is that we connect to your chakra system, clear it out, clear all of the 7 out in your body, and then we get them spinning in the right direction. And then the last thing we do is that we connect you to the pillar of light. The pillar of light is that part of you that is connected to your spine. That light is within you all the time. This again brings it conscious. So that's a big part of week 2. Okay, there's other tools that I put in there too, but that's a big one for phase 2. When we come back, we'll talk more about how to integrate stuff in phase 3. Okay, we're going to be back in a couple minutes after this break. Welcome back. You're listening to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright. I'm Pam Bright, and you are listening to the episode called Full Body System Wellness. Been talking to you about the program that I created called 21 Day Full Body System Wellness Program. And we created this program with the intention that it's a self-study program, so you would go through it in 21 days. Well, that's a long time. That's actually quite fast to go through the material that we have, but you could do it in 21 days if you wanted to. But it's basically 21 videos for you with tools and techniques and tips, along with light language transmissions, videos of meditations, me talking about ways to implement what we are talking about, and a lot of different ways to integrate this information into your daily life. Because that's the idea for the program, is that you take this on as your own challenge for creating a life that you really love. A life of your dreams is waiting for you. Hopefully, through the process of doing this program called Full Body System Wellness Program, you can actually, at the end of it, go, wow, okay, I am at a totally different trajectory for my life than I was when I first started. So in the first week, we talked about it's all about human problems. So who are you as a human being? Second week, we bring all the good juice in, right? We bring all the goodies of spirit, your connection to spirit, your totems, your spirit guides, your totem animals, your connection with the trees and the earth, all of that goodness, right? So that you have that in your arsenal, right? Arsenal isn't the greatest word. Let's use a different word. Your toolbox, your spiritual toolbox. There we go. In the third phase of the program, we integrate it all together. So as you're going through this earth school and having this human experience, you are a spiritual being having that human experience. So what does that mean? How do you bring them together? Well, there are, once again, tools, techniques, and tips for the expression of what that means. So, for instance, I use ceremony a lot in my life as an expression of who I am as a spiritual being having a human experience. It's vital for me to be able to show up authentically in every moment of my life. In order to do that, I must be willing to look at my past. I must be willing to see what didn't work. I must be willing to see what is happening in my pain body. I must be willing to take on my health. I must be willing to connect to my spirit teams. I must. That is a no-brainer, non-negotiable for me. I give you this invitation right now to take yourself on as a commitment. When you do that, take yourself on as a commitment and a project, then your life will transform. I guarantee it. Do you want that? Boy, I hope so. I really hope so. That's what my life work is all about, is giving you a platform for your own transformation. So when I say we're integrating, we're bringing every day we're faced with our human selves. We're faced with all of the circumstances of life. We're faced with the current pandemic that is still existing on this planet. We're faced with wars in other countries. We're faced with challenges in the school system. We're faced with challenges with healthcare. We're faced with problems in our family, arguments and disagreements and poor health and aging parents, and you name it, we've got it, right? All of the things of the human existence. How in the world do you expect, do I expect to navigate this earth life without the help of a higher power? I can't do it. I'm not willing to do it. I could try, but I would be suffering. And I suspect that you will be too if you don't take it on. So my invitation now is to connect in, okay? Maybe you've never thought about connecting in to anything outside of yourself. I give you that invitation right now, in this moment, to take on something else besides you. Invite it in. Maybe you don't even know what that is. It's okay. You can still invite it in this moment. So here's an invitation, right? Repeat after me. I, put your name in. I'll just say my own name. I, Pam, now in this moment, invite in the power of the universe to support me, to gift me with whatever I need in every moment. I know that I am a human being having a spiritual experience. As a spiritual being having a human experience, I accept my frailties, I accept my mistakes, and I accept support from anywhere that it wants to come in. I take myself on now. So that is an invitation to you to really experience this life as miraculous, this life as an adventure, this life as a surprise. In the next 21 days, 2 months, 2 years, you could have a whole new life. What is it that you've been curious about? Have you wanted to learn about the chakra system? Have you wanted to learn about how to do acupressure on your body to relieve pain? Have you been curious about painting your nails? Have you been curious about how to color your hair? Have you been curious about how to connect with your deceased loved one? Really, anything that you could ever want to learn about is available to you in every second. What is it? We have YouTube, which is an amazing platform for finding anything out that you want to. We have TED Talks. Go to TEDx, find out about education. We've got the masterclass symposiums now, where you can find out about different things in the universe. You know, what is it that you want to take on? Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to start exercising. Maybe you want to learn how to communicate with your husband. You can do any of that. It simply takes willingness to accept that support is available to you right now. I am a support for you in this physical dimension. I am a support for you. YouTube is a support for you. The teachers at your daughter's school are available to you. The pastor at your local church is available to you. The trees can be your teacher. The stars can be your teacher. The earth herself, the crystal beings that live within her, they can be your teachers right now. What is it that you want to take on? This is your time. This is your planet. This is your life. You don't need to wait anymore to take it on. Are you stuck in a cycle of abuse? Are you stuck in a cycle of addiction? Are you stuck in a cycle of habits that don't work? Let yourself have a different experience. This is my invitation to you and my support for helping you create your own transformation. We're going to take another break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap it up with what's your next step? We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're listening to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright. I'm Pam Bright, your host, and we're talking about the full body wellness system. So we are talking about the program that I created. However, after this segment is done, we're going to take calls the next month from you because you've been listening to my show and listening to the different phases that I've talked about with this program. And I want to give you an opportunity to ask me any questions that you have about the program, about how to access it, how to purchase it, what the benefits of it would be, all of that for yourself. And we can talk about that on the show itself if you want. So probably do that next month, so that you have an opportunity to ask me whatever you need to get clarification about whether this program is right for you. So as I mentioned, first phase, human body elements, human body problems. Second phase is spiritual solutions, bringing those in. Third phase is really integrating the two together. Creates this beautiful 21-day experience. Okay. Now you can take it on however long you want to, right? So you might be in the first phase for 2 months. Great. Awesome. Because then you're really delving in. And the first phase is really an inventory phase for you to examine what you're up against. Okay. And there may be things that are really tough for you to face. So that's the time where you really get to get support from all of the different videos that are available in the first phase. I am also available to you outside of the program that you purchase. In order to contact me directly, you can go to the empowermeshow@gmail.com, or you can go to brightbutterflyenterprises.com and contact me that way. I'm also on Facebook. You can message me there and say, hey, I have a question about this phase. Can you tell me more about it? And then I'll invite you to come next month to talk more about it too. So this program is really allowing you to take on your life in a powerful way. And with all of the uncertainty that's happening in life, we don't know exactly when that uncertainty is going to calm down. I'll just say that outright. Okay. Last year really put a halt on life for many people. And so it became really important to me. I changed my job. I'm not working for anybody else now except myself. I needed a way to really delve into my purpose, my vision and purpose. And so I developed this program, and then I started talking to you here on the Empower Me Show. I started taking one-on-one clients, started doing groups. And so it really became a different way for me to make money. And not that this is about making money, but it is my purpose work. And so I've integrated the two together, making money and having a livelihood, and also doing what my spiritual path is. And so if you're interested in that, we would definitely need to have a conversation outside of this venue. And I'd love to do that with you if it's something that interests you. if you feel passionate about living on purpose, having a vision come true, having your dreams fulfilled, then let's talk further about what's available to you. You can, again, I've given you all the different ways to contact me. You can also put in the chat here what you need, and they will get that information to me outside of this program today. If you want to talk to me outside of here, then I'm available to you. We can have a discovery call. We can talk about what you need, and then we can go from there. What else can I tell you? So the next week is, I think, Spirit Partners for Life, I believe. So I'll be talking with my husband, David, who is my co-producer or co-host on this show. We will talk about how we are connecting with our spirit guides, our God of our understanding, and really making it as a couple. And I think it's important for couples to know that they have support. And I think it's important that parents of spiritual people, as spiritual people, have support as well. And so we'll talk about all the ways that you can access all of who you are as spiritual beings, having human experiences and having a powerful life with your partner. So that's what we'll talk about next week. Let's see, in closing, let's connect all of you together, okay? Let's do that. So just go ahead again and check in with your body system. Feel your breath in and out of your body. Feel how it does this naturally, without any effort on your part. Your breath knows what to do. Your heart knows how to beat. Your blood knows how to move through your veins. Your brain knows how to think and how to process information. Each one of these systems has their own way of existing. Does it automatically. Each of these systems connect to the other systems. So your right side of your body, especially the brain gives the left side of your body information about how to exist. Your left brain connects all of your right side together. So they work in synergy with each other. Imagine if every single system were able to connect to each other and have a conversation. Did you know that's possible? That you, as a spiritual being having a human experience, can actually create that. You can have a dialogue with all the different systems in your physical body. If that's something that interests you, I can help you with that too. You can do that investigating on your own through different ways. There's body code, there's emotion code, there's tapping, there's brain gym. There's all kinds of different systems in place now for how to bring everything online that you need in your body. So anything's possible, right? Just know that I'm here for you. This platform is here for you. It's up to you how you live your life. And I am here to empower you to make the best choices possible. So what's your next step going to be? For those of you who like to take on challenges, I've created a 21-day challenge for myself outside of the 21-day program that I created. This one, I'm looking at my body system as it relates to nutrition and eating and how to move my body. So I'm putting those two things together. And I've created this challenge and a system for myself. If you want to contact me on Facebook, you can certainly ask me about that. I posted a video on Facebook to tell you about it. You can look into it if it's interesting to you. But until next time, I just want to say to you that I absolutely love who you are. I love that you've chosen to be here on this planet right now. Remember that. Remember you chose to be here. Don't go into a diluted space of thinking that you're a victim to life, because you're not. You chose this path. You chose this way of being. You chose to have all of these experiences. And if you are having an experience that you don't like, let's change that. I'm here to help you, okay? I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Until next week, be well. Know that every second you can change up your life, you can change your mind. Simply with a decision. Until next time, I'm Pam Bright with Bright Butterfly Enterprises, and you're listening to the Empower Me Show. Be well.
Thank you for listening to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright on Transformation Talk Radio. Tune in every Monday at 3 p.m. to learn more about living a fully empowered life. Remember that your life is up to you, and you can choose the spiritual path you are on. There is spiritual energy and wisdom in everything and everyone around you. Listen carefully for what the universe is trying to tell you in every moment. You are already being guided along your journey. Call upon your spirit guides anytime you need help with anything. Know that you are safe in every moment, even if it seems that you are not. For more information about Pam Bright, visit brightbutterflyenterprises.com or email theempowermeshow@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening. We hope to see you next week.